where we give up at the age of 25, 27, 30. We say, what's left in life? At the age of 65, 70 also, there are people who are thinking, there's a lady in front of my eyes who's thinking that I can still do something for myself. Family values are everything. Something that I've learned from my granddad, something I learned from my grandmom, something from my mother, something from my father, something from my sisters. So if I have to, just elaborate a little bit on that, from my granddad I learned something very, very important. He never saw he's elder to me, he's younger to me, anyone, even if it was someone who is 30 years younger to him, he would not hesitate to go and meet that person. And he never held ego against anyone that I'm elder, so everyone has to come to me only, why should I go to the youngsters and all that. He never had that ego. And I realized that after he passed away, I saw that was the highest crowd we saw, that so many people actually came to give him a tribute. That day I realized that my granddad was not wrong. That day I realized the value of maintaining human relations, how people impact your life. So this is something I picked up from my granddad. From my grandmother I picked up, the power to the patience. A lady was humongous patience. Something that is lacking in me even till date. And something which I really want to work on. She had huge amount of patience and huge amount of love. I think anyone who has hurted her also, she's never held against them. I've always seen that in her. She's never held anything against them. She's a saint today. And she, at this age, going on to become a saint, and it's not easy to be a Jain saint, and she's taken that step. How powerful that lady, how strong-headed that lady would be at this age to take that bold step. And we as youngsters, even at this age, stumble sometimes, and we get into the thought process that I want to end my life, I want to do this, I want to do that. And that lady, even at that age, after having lost her husband, so much she has seen in life, so much of negativity around in the family also sometimes, but that lady has stood so strong. And even at that age, she had the courage to do something for herself. Where we give up at the age of 25, 27, 30, we say, what's left in life? At the age of 65, 70 also, there are people who are thinking, there's a lady in front of my eyes who's thinking that I can still do something for myself. So that's something I've learned from my grandmother. Something I've learned from my father and mother both, they're fighters. Life has thrown n number of challenges. As family, we've gone through n number of challenges. There have been certain extended family members, some friends who've come across the way, but your war has to be fought by you. You can get those external aids, but your war has to be fought by you. And whatever I am today is because of my parents. My parents fought everything. I don't think my parents have always been my shield. Anything, if a arrow has to hit me, my parents have been standing in front of me and they have taken the arrow before me. That's what my parents have been. They've been a fighter. They've never given up in life. We have gone through all sorts of financial challenges, emotional challenges, all ups and downs. Some thoughts of, they might have had some thoughts of suicidal thoughts or whatever, but they've all come over it. And such dedicated parents that all their life they've only been thinking of their 3 daughters. So that one thing, the fighting spirit, whatever life throws challenges, we will fight it out. That attitude that I've learned from my parents, my sisters. I've gone through so much at a younger age, so I'm the first one, and then there are the second and the third. We have gap of 3 years, and yet my sisters have perceived everything so beautifully that when my parents had to focus on me during my illness, they never uttered a word that you're not even focusing on us, and you're only focused on her. So as a family, we can actually, today we have 5 of us left. My grandmom is a saint, my granddad is no more. But between the 5 of us, we fight together, we laugh together, we travel together, we do a lot of good, plus, minus, positive, negative, everything together. But one thing, even if we fought and if the other person is in trouble, one thing that I would say that I found in my family, which I've not seen in other people, that you fight and suddenly you get into a situation that I don't want to talk to this person, I want to distance, I want to take divorce, I want to do this. But in my family, what I've learned and what I've seen among the 5 of us or the 7 of us is that we can actually die for each other, even in that state of mind that, we are, we have that strong conviction towards each other that we can do anything for each other, whatever level of anger we are, For myself, even if I get into a frustration that I don't want to go back home today, Summa, why mom told me like this, why this happened, why did my sister fight with me? In that momentary also, and if I get one call that she's fallen, nothing would have happened. She's fallen, she would have slipped. Immediately my heart would run towards her that, forget all of that. So we are very quick at removing the negativity and immediately getting into positivity. So I think that is one core thing about our family.